How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. We have here another week in Madden. Okay, so we have Andrew Thomas coming back to us from injury this week. We'll take a look at the updated playoff picture. We still have the first round bye, so do the Bengals. We have the Bucks versus the Bears. We have the Cardinals versus the Vikings. The Packers and Falcons will go at it. Kansas City still hanging in there. They're going to be taking on the Browns. We have the Pats and the Jets still, and the Colts and Broncos. So if we take a look at the playoff picture side by side, we can see the AFC, right? Nothing's changed. Everything looks the same. The NFC is almost a completely different picture. We have the Cardinals and the Vikings still playing each other, but originally the Cardinals were number 2, the Vikings were number 7. So the Cardinals lost a game to put them in the number 3, and the Vikings won a game to move them up to the number 6. Other than that, Green Bay is still there, but now they'll be facing the Falcons instead of the Cowboys, so it looks like they got themselves knocked out. And we have the Bucks, the new number 1, playing against Chicago. Alright guys, nothing left to do now except move into the game. We'll be playing the Washington football team, who currently sit at 500. They are at 6-6. And division games are always interesting because they're always the most difficult, so we'll see how this one turns out.
Today, from FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland, it's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports. Washington football team taking on the New York Giants.
It's a pretty frigid December day in our nation's capital. We got our space heaters on full blast up in the booth at FedEx Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Washington football team. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Washington team as they interplay here. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Giants. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. They've certainly got it rolling of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And it's simple. The more you win in the regular season, the more likely you play at home in the postseason, and that can take you deep into January.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Out to the right here to Shepard.
The pass.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
At the 40-yard line.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. Yeah, this will be a Giants first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Giants.
The numbers for him from a week ago. 15 carries, 67 yards.
And a rushing title is definitely within sight, so the excitement on the offensive side of the football, I mean, they're bouncing off the walls wanting to get out there, but they also understand that they're going to face some really stacked defenses down the stretch because they don't want it to happen at their expense.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. Now Saquon Barkley. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Complete to the right side, it's Eifert. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, first and goal. They'll look to throw here. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Flush to his right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on second down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's third and goal. This is Penny, and he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6.
Back up the middle.
2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Tyler Eifert, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed, aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. They'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Well, that was almost a 4-point swing. The interception, if he had returned it all the way, would have been 2 for them, but just a little bit shy.
And when it's a play like that, you're exactly right with the math. But don't you feel like it would have counted for more if they found their way all the way back to the end zone and gotten the 2? That changes the whole momentum, doesn't it?
Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So out comes the Washington offense as they get their first shot. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass.
And he can't get away from the pressure the Giants get there.
The quarterback sack.
That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. Now the stiff arm created some space initially, but he's taken down not long after. That'll get a little bit back, give him 5 on the run, and they'll be left with a 3rd and 13. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Returning is Peppers. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. As the Giants head back out there, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. As of this moment, as pretty much everyone knows, they sit alone in that top spot. But nothing is guaranteed. They haven't even clinched the playoffs. So a good start, but a long way to go.
And you know, a blunt veteran inside their locker room has stood up at one point or another and said, you know all this means nothing so far. We've got to cover this, get it done. What do we want to be? It's like winning a title in August, right, in preseason. Doesn't count. Let's go ahead and get this thing done.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Open target here, Darius Slayton. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Oh, he's going to look downfield for Barkley. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete. This offense converted once already in this first quarter. They're going to try it again here on 4th down. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it, and that will force a turnover on downs. So, Charles, why in the world do you take that risk there?
It doesn't make a whole lot of sense on the surface. I've been around enough of these coaches and enough of these meetings along the way. Sometimes they're so confident in a play call that they don't care about the situation. They think,
touchdown, Washington! Terry McLaurin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And Washington has taken the lead.
and no matter how it comes about, when you get good field position, you have to make the defense pay. Short fields usually make for good offense.
Bailey got the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Returning it, John Ross. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points. So they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
After one, our score 9-6.
Giants 6.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. To 18. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
And he is going to lose yardage here. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Alvin Kamara, the ball.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator. Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 36. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
At the 23-yard line.
On the ground, this is Kamara. And he stopped immediately there.
Alvin Kamara.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Incomplete.
He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara, and it'll bring up 3rd down. They'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
The field goal, a 41-yard attempt.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will tie us at 12-all. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Taken in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Saquon Barkley and the Giants offense set to kick off their next drive. He had the touchdown last drive, now up over 1,300 yards on the season, and still plenty of time in this game for him to keep those numbers climbing.
And I like the fact that it's a number that you're not worried about protecting. Because if you're trying to get around, if you're trying to get over 1,000 yards, you get a little nervous, right? At this point of the season, you have a few losses. Now you're back below 1,000. Here, you're just trying to climb a big-time total even higher.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 11-yard line.
That's complete to his running back, Kamara.
The pass.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Turnover on downs.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he will have a 1st down as they're into field goal range now at the 30. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Short pass, Eifert on the receiving end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on 1st. He was out there waving his arms, and when you get a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. That's complete to Shepard. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 19. And just like that, on we head to half number 2.
Set to kick.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board.
And he lost the football, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Well, obviously, you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Well, agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense. Yeah. I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They'll drop the throw. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory.
Kamara, the ball carrier.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
They run it again with Kamara. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Now Kamara.
Alvin Kamara, the ball carrier.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game. From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going. Could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was aimed. But perfectly jutting out at the 1.
You think maybe what we saw in practice came into play there? You know how you put those big cans down on the sideline and then angle for them and shot for them? Looks like it worked out pretty well for him, too.
And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
6. At the 20-yard line.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
To Sterling Shepard. A gain of 4.
One of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
The ball carrier.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And finally out of bounds down near the 10-yard line.
Unnecessary roughness. Defense.
A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line. That's the end of the 3rd quarter.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action, throw the ball. I say commit to the run.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York.
Ball carrier.
Elijah Penny with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants have broken our tie as they take the lead. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it into play before with a smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They score it.
And now it has to warm the hearts of a lot of old school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
And they will take a 7-point lead now. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Back to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait, because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
1-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Barkley. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
The ball carrier.
4 yards the pickup, first down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
Giants.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
On the carry.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line.
Touchdown.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Tyler Eifert with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the 4th quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
Gano the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A gain of 6 there on first.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and
4. And the tight end Olsen, right side. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down at the 28. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as he'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw again. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however.
touchdown.
Well, with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I love the fact that the fans are bringing that up because I'm not the head coach, okay? So he's got to deal with it. But I think it's a legitimate question. With the way their season is going, I think now is the time to turn the page and let him get some starts before this season is over.
Dan Bailey lining up for the point after.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count.
The kick is...
And he knocks it through. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. So the clock sits at 16 seconds as they line up for the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle around twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field And, you know, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home and split our road games. That's what you're trying to get done. So you're exactly right. A road win, precious, especially within the division.
So for the Giants, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Washington, it's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chances as they drop to 6-7 on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
All right, guys, thank you for tuning into this one. This game against Washington was closer than some of the other games we've had recently. We tried to take advantage early with some two-point conversions, which didn't pay off. One was ran back. It made things a little bit more difficult, so we definitely took some risks in this game, but the rewards paid off as we still ended up winning the game. Really wasn't until the fourth quarter where we really started to pull away with this one. And even then, Washington tried to fight back at the end, so this was a really good one. If you guys enjoyed this matchup, be sure to give this video a like. And if you guys really enjoyed yourselves, why not consider subscribing to the channel? That way you can stay up to date on everything Hicksy Dust. I try to post as regularly as I can, but as we all know, times are a little tough right now. So I appreciate all the support. If you guys have any feedback, leave it in the comment section. I try to apply every comment to the channel. But until then, guys, just keep your eyes to the horizon for more Hicksy Dust content, which is sure to follow. And enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you so much.